Hey guys and gals, welcome back to Omega Zone Gaming and round 2 of the reviews for today. So now we're going to be doing Starlink Battle for Atlas. I have put somewhere near 70 hours into this game so far, and I got a lot I think about it. First of all, as always, we'll start with the story. So the story is that you, as the main cast for the actual main core cast of the game, are working for a professor who's going to these star systems looking for objects of ancient power, basically. Allows them to harness an energy source called Nova. Now, where this differs on Nintendo Switch is you can actually play as the Starfox team, and you help the Starlink crew while looking for Wolf from Starfox. I think the story is okay. It's nothing amazing. The characters are kind of cliche. You have your YouTuber looking for fame, your, scientist who is standing in the shadow of somebody else. You have pretty cliche characters, but having the Starfox crew on board definitely makes the whole experience better. I'll give the story a 4 out of 5. So on to graphics. This game looks good. It's impressive. It's basically Elite Dangerous meets No Man's Sky is the best way to put it, with Star Fox thrown in the mix. And they actually made the Star Fox crew look pretty compatible with the universe. Which is shocking because these other characters are for the most part humans as far as, the crew and stuff like that. So it was impressive to see them make the Star Fox crew fit in so well. I have no problem believing Fox is talking to, some of these other characters. All the planets are beautiful, gorgeous, have different weather based on, what the planet is. There'll be dust clouds leading to refineries and stuff like that. It's just a graphically gorgeous game. And the graphics definitely get a 5 out of 5. Audio. So, the ships sound great. They do. The weapons I love. The ship sounds great. Every, laser blast feels impactful. If you're drilling through ice, that feels, with a flamethrower, that feels good. Where my two problems are is the music. I hate the soundtrack. I don't like it. I think the best part of the soundtrack is when I call in one of the other Star Fox members and I get that classic Star Fox battle theme. That's the best part of the audio. Otherwise, voice acting is subpar. The music sucks. The voice actors for Fox and Friends did pretty good, but they're supposed to sound cartoony. But unfortunately, for how high the stakes are in this game, the rest of the crew sounds cartoony too. And that's really unfortunate. Ubisoft, if you get to do a sequel, more realistic characters. What I would overall prefer is when I get done talking about gameplay, you'll understand why. Nintendo just to hand the Star Fox reins over to Ubisoft and let them go nuts, since we know they now have this working relationship. So gameplay. Gameplay is one half No Man's Sky meets one half Star Fox to make a whole game. The combat is amazing and does justice to even Star Fox 64. It is some of the best, most fluid combat I've ever experienced. The No Man's Sky stuff comes in for salvaging for goods and having conversations with local life forms to, add more people to your crew and get better stuff. So, it has those No Man's Sky features, and I believe the planets are actually procedurally generated. At least it seems like they are. Based on where I land sometimes and things have moved, they seem procedurally generated. But the gameplay is fast, frenetic, it feels tight, it feels responsive. This is what we should have had with Star Fox Zero. Nintendo, hand the keys to Ubisoft. Let them make a full-fledged Star Fox game. This would be amazing. You know, if you took the same sort of style gameplay that Starlink has and applied it to a Star Fox game. The gameplay gets a 5 out of 5. The only negatives that I find in this game whatsoever is the menus. They're too cumbersome for my liking. You know, I would have liked it to be more of a pull-down routine since you're in a ship, but they're more classic Ubisoft, you know, menus. Assassin's Creed, Unity, and Odyssey, and Origin style. That is the other thing I don't like. They treat this like a true Ubisoft game. Microtransactions up the yazoo. And I get it. It's one of those toys to life type things for the physical version. And not everybody's going to go out and buy all the toys. So they got to get their money somewhere. But, like, I've seen the same flamethrower, I swear, at least twice. At least twice in the purchases. So, it's not a detriment to the game because you can ignore them, but the game would be far better if you unlocked everything in game. It really would be. So those are the only two negatives, and one of those pertains to being online. So if you're not online, you're not even seeing it. But overall, Starlink gets a 5 out of 5 out of me. It's one of the best space games I've played in recent history. I love it. I recommend you go buy it. If you have a Nintendo Switch, buy it for Nintendo Switch because the Star Fox stuff is worth it. Only pony up if you're getting physical. Otherwise, just pay the $60 for the standard edition. You don't need the one extra character, the 3 extra ships, or something like that. Or 2 extra ships, I can't remember exactly, and like 5 weapons. You really don't need them. I've never found any use for them as of this point. It does get my seal of approval for purchase, but only pony up the extra if you're buying the physical version. Otherwise, $60 will do you just fine. I'll be back in just a little bit with one of my other 2 reviews, most likely Call of Duty, Black Ops 4. This is Omega Zone Gaming, and as always, like if you like, sub if you want, feel free to leave a comment, and I am out.